So the Walking Red has got us to our first destination and our first video for the Walking Dad. Hence the Walking Dad, it's my son. So we're going on the Rowthorne trail today. Start of the Rowthorne trail, we come to Plesley Pit, or Plesley Pit, which is now a museum. If you look round there, you'll see fantastic place, really good. Bring the kids, just come for a walk. Go inside, you can see the winding house, and you can even get a full English breakfast up at the top there, the green huts. So let's go on the first Walking Dad video. So this is the start of the trail. This is the Plesley Trail. From here, as you get to the end there, you can go right to the top, and there's a sty. Go over the sty, down the lane, which you'll see in a minute, and from there you can do the Skegby Trail, a Teversall Trail, or you can even walk up to the historic Hardwick Hall. Bess of Hardwick used to stay there, and even Lord Carnarvon's old house of Tutankhamun fame. You can walk up there to his house. Let's stop for a nice lunch up there as well at the Carnarvon Arms if you want to, if the fancy takes you. So let's switch off now and we'll go and do a bit more walking.
This is the pond. It's pretty frozen over. At the bottom over there, there's lots of geese ducks and things like that. And then over here, it's pretty lonely. As you can see, there's like a little big rubbish over there, and it's just sat on the water, which isn't water, it's ice. So. And there's a load of birds around here, and even around there, there's something on a board that you can scan on your phone, and it will tell you about the exact place.
So here at Plesley Country Park, you see that's where we are at the moment, and we're about to head all the way down there onto the Rowthorne Trail. Yeah, it's like I say, we're going down the Rowthorne Trail due to the 2 votes that we had on the new Facebook page. There's quite a few little points of interest on this walk, especially around the Plesley Pit area. There are a lot of these that tell you everything you can see. We've got skylarks, we've got season dependent of course, we've got skylarks, weasels, orchids, a dinghy skipper, frogs, grass snakes, foxes and more orchids. There are also a fairly new addition, which are these barcodes, these that you can scan with your mobile device. Mine's Android, others are available. If you scan that, it gives you a little story as to what you're looking at and where you are. Now I've looked around here a few times and I've only found, I think, 2 or 3. We've only been able to find 2 or 3, but this one was particularly interesting. It tells you about a pit that you can see over there in the distance. Plesley Pit, I think it was one of the landowners, the main landowners, was a Nightingale, Mr. Duke or something like that. I can't remember now, but if you come up here and listen to yourself, you'll be able to get the skinny on what really happened up here. But famously, Plesley Pit, the first piece of land, soil that was dug out by his daughter, who was Florence Nightingale. I'm sure everybody's heard of Florence Nightingale, very famous, Some say she's weren't all she was cracked up to be, but others still do. My mum was a nurse for years and used to work on Nightingale Ward at Kingsmill Hospital. So we'll carry on with the trail and we'll catch up in a bit. So here we are, we've reached the start of the Rowthorne trail. There's my boy. There's my doggies somewhere. And here is the map, and you can, as you can see, you can go all over the place from here. There's Paisley Colliery up there. We've only walked a small distance, a short distance as of yet, but there are quite a few of these points of interest, these I keep calling them points of interest, these information points all over the place. There's Hardwick Hall. You can go over here and it tells you about the Plesley Trail, the Teversall Trail, the Meaden Trail. That's another one we're going to do. Bit of history, and we've got another one of those scanny things, Phoenix Greenways Audio Trail. Not tried that one, and I can't try it today whilst for the video because I've only bought one phone, but we'll do it later on. The mountain dogs of Mansfield.
Okay.
Right, so we've got our first bit of a descent, as it were. Nothing really to worry about, but if you've never done this kind of thing before, especially in these conditions where it's been frosty, it gets quite slippy underfoot. I'm quite lucky because I've got some fairly special Mammut Brecker walking boots. Really good, terrific pair of boots if you want to invest in a good pair of boots. These will go outdoors, terrific place. Everything you need in there. So we're just going to go down here, just carefully. Good idea is get a couple of walking poles, or just one if you need to. Make sure you dig it in so you don't slip. Put it out in front of you and it'll just keep you steady. It's a lot easier and you feel a lot more confident going up and down these inclines and ascents. It's like I say, it's nothing, but to some people it's a mountain. So just be careful when you're walking up and down these things.
say throughout this walk, it's been a really straightforward walk with loads of climbing trees. I think I've seen a few, so it's definitely good for climbing here. Alright, so this is the little cave. I think it's pretty cool because being surrounded by all of these, I think there's animals living in there. Coco's enjoying herself up there. But yeah, I just think it's pretty cool. Alright, so we found another one that I can actually get close up to. That's pretty cool in itself, and you can see like in that bit where it's all dark, I can see some animals living in there, and I just guess I think that this is where they get in and stuff, unless that's where they get in and this is where they get out. I don't know.
So here we are back at the start, more or less where we started. This is where you can get onto the different trails. Rowthorne Trail and Silver Hill trails are mentioned here, but there is the Skegby Trail as well, like I say, the Teversal Trail, and we're almost back at the car park. There's my boy, so we're off back to the car, back home. Nice bowl of soup, do you think? Some soup. And hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you out on these walks soon, and I'm looking in the future there maybe doing meetups for people to come out with us, dads with their kids probably, especially because it's the walking dad. Maybe do a walking dads plural section. But yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.